Good morning, students. Today I am going to take a class on uses of plants and animals. We all know, children, that plants and animals have a lot of uses. You can't imagine a life without plants. So we are dependent so much. That's why we are called heterotrophs. So no. So in the same way, plants are also dependent on animals. So there is interdependence. Plants are dependent on animals, animals are dependent on plants. So this goes on working and maintains the balance in the nature. So we'll try and find out how plants and animals are dependent on each other and how they are useful to each other. So we are in a stage where we can't imagine a life without plants. The same with plants cannot imagine a life without animals. Our world is nothing without green trees, birds, animals, fishes, forests, insects, microbes. They play a vital role in one or the other way. Some of them provide food. Some of them provide food, some of them provide shelter, or some of them are useful as clothing, or some of them are useful as medicine. So like this, so each and everything is in the plant kingdom is useful to human beings. Okay, so this is called ecosystem. Ecosystem is a system where there is interdependence or mutual help between plants and animals in the biosphere or in the place where all living organisms live. Very, very important, children. Like I told, humans are dependent on plants directly or indirectly, like food, clothing, fuel, shelter, and many other. First, we will find out the uses of plants. We will find out the uses of plants. The uses of plants. Uses of plants. Uses of plants. So plants are very useful to us. How they provide food for us. The main source of food for animals is plants. Everybody needs food to stay alive. Food is one of our basic needs. It gives energy to do work. Most of the food comes from plants. Plants give us many things. So like I told, the most important thing plants give us is food. We are dependent on plants wholly or almost completely. We cannot obtain food without plants. Of course we can eat meat, but that is not always possible. It gives us energy to work. What is the use of food? Food gives us energy and helps in growth and all the other things. Most of the food, like I told, comes from plants. Plants give us many things. What all plants will give us? Plants give us vegetables. Plants give us vegetables. Fruits. Cereals. Pulses. So plants in the form of food provide us vegetables. Andre tarkari. Fruits andre ಹಣ್ಣು, cereals andre ಅಕ್ಕಿ, ರಾಗಿ, ಬೇಳೆ ಅದು. Pulses andre ಕಡಲೆ ಬೇಳೆ, ರಾಗಿ, ಕಡಲೆ ಬೇಳೆ, ಹೆಸರು ಬೇಳೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ pulses. These are highly nutritious. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಇದು. So this is very, very important. Very important for us. What is children? So the main source of food for animals is plants. The main source of food for animals is plants in the form of vegetables, fruits, cereals, pulses, etc. Plants give us, like I told, vegetables, cereals and pulses. So plants also give us beverages. Beverages means coffee, tea, sugar, oil, spices. We get food from different parts of the plant. So like we eat leaves of the plant, root of the plant, stem of the plant, all the kinds of parts of the plants are eaten by us. For example, if it is stem, we get potato. In case of leaves, we get cabbage. We get cabbage. In case of seeds, we get rice, wheat. For flower, we get cauliflower. We get cauliflower. So these are the different parts of the plants which we use as food. These are the different parts of the plant which we use as food. Different parts of the plant which we use as food. Different parts of the plant which we use as food. Okay children, I will rub this one. So plants also provide or connected to perfumes. The smell of the plants, or also perfume means what? Liquid. So like what we use, scent and all, which give good smell, very good smell. Some perfumes take their name from their ingredients like jasmine, amyris. Even though their scents are attractive, care needs to be used when working with these plants. Too much exposure to oil from the narcissus can cause vomiting and headache. So some perfumes take their name from the plants which produce good aroma like jasmine, amyris. Even though their scent are attractive, care needs to be used when working with these plants. Too much exposure to oil from narcissus virus can cause vomiting and headache. So we will take some of the plants which can be used as perfumes, which has the smell of a perfume. Number one is amyris. Amyris. Amyris is used as substitute for sandalwood since it's expensive to extract the ingredient. Amyris is a plant which is similar to sandalwood. Because sandalwood is very expensive, it is used to extract the ingredient. Next is jasmine. Like I told, jasmine andre malige hoovu. So jasmine is also revered for its very delicate scent. Its blooms give off. Next is lavender. Lavender is named after purple blue flowers. Lavender is named after purple blue flowers. Next to woods. So we studied about perfumes. I was discussing about plants which have a good smell and can be used like a perfume. Okay, so it is also used also. So amyris is used instead of sandalwood. Jasmine is also very attractive and the plant with very good smell. Lavender also famous for its smell also, and also purple blue flowers. Next is woods. woods, woods, teak wood and shisham. Teak wood and shisham are types of hardwood. Hardwood is the wood that comes from an angiosperm tree. So next is wood. Wood means what? What we call as mara in Kannada. So that is all useful to make furnitures, benches, chairs, mostly all kind of furnitures only. So they normally are provided by plants only, not plants, very big trees. So a kind of wood obtained from angiosperm is called hardwood. Hardwood, which is used for making furnitures. Which is used for making furnitures. Next, two important kinds of hardwood are teak wood and shisham. Teak wood and shisham are the two kinds of wood. Teak wood and shisham are the two kinds of wood which are used in making furnitures. Especially the most famous one is teak wood. Almost every house has some or the other furniture which is made up of teak wood. Some or the other house, or almost all the houses, have furnitures made up of teak wood. From where we get teak wood? We get teak wood from Tectona. Tectona grandis, a kind of tree. Tectona grandis, a kind of tree, which is mainly found in India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand and Burma. So teak wood is obtained from Tectona grandis tree, which is found in India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Burma. Teak is often used to make furniture, especially countertops, as well as indoor flooring, veneer, carving, turnings, and other small wood projects such as cutting boards. Teak is also commonly used to make doors, window frames and columns and beams also. So teak wood has lot of uses. Teak wood is also a kind of a tree which is used for making lot of furnitures. Shisham. Next is shisham. Shisham. Next is shisham. Next is shisham. Shisham. Next is shisham. In shisham, it is also kind of rosewood. Shisham is also a kind of rosewood. Shisham is also a kind of rosewood. Shisham is also a kind of rosewood. So then from what we obtain shisham? It is obtained from a tree called as Dalbergia sisu, which is commonly called as Indian rosewood. It's commonly called as Indian rosewood. Indian rosewood is only commonly called as Indian rosewood. Indian rosewood, commonly called as Indian rosewood. These trees are deciduous by nature. Deciduous by nature. These trees are deciduous by nature. Deciduous by nature. And these are also hardwood. That means they have a lot of strength and can be used to make strong furnitures. So it is also a kind of Indian rosewood is also a kind of hardwood. They are also used to make veneers or plywood. Veneers or plywood. Veneers or plywood. Next children, we'll try and understand how plants are useful and provide us clothes. So there are many plants which provide textile and fabric materials. These are used for making cloth, which is only required by humans. So the plant material like cotton, jute contribute to manufacturing yarn and thereby clothing. So cotton and jute are the two kinds of plants. Cotton and jute are the two kinds of plants which provide us yarn or fibers used for making cloths. So we'll take one by one. First we'll take cotton. Cotton comes from the plants that produce seed pods filled with ball-shaped clumps of cotton fiber. The seeds are separated from the cotton fiber mechanically. The process continues by spinning thread from the remaining seedless white fiber. The threads are then woven to make cloth which can be dyed. So, like I told, the cotton produces seeds, which is nothing but a kind of fruit filled with ball-shaped clumps of fibers. So the seeds are separated from the cotton fibers mechanically, which is called ginning. Okay, the process continues by spinning thread from the remaining seedless white fiber. The threads are then woven to make cloth which can be dyed. So this is about cotton. Cotton clothes are very famous. We know we wear that during summer because it helps in absorption of better sweat and evaporation of sweat and keeping our body cool. Very important. This is about cotton. Cotton is very important and used to manufacture many kinds of clothing which are worn by humans only. Next is hemp. Hemp comes from cannabis sativa. A kind of plant and used to make cloth from long time. In 1980, it was used to make fine cloth. Next is flax. Flax grows to a height of 4 feet and have leaves which have long tough fibers. Flax has also been used in the ancient times to make clothing. So these are the three main plants which are used as cloth: cotton, flax, hemp, jute. These are some of jute is also used. Jute is some of the kinds of plants which are used in making. Next we will go for medicines. Many medicines what we use for one of the dangerous diseases like cancer or heart problems, blood pressure. we'll write it as BP, blood pressure. Mental illness, mental illness. Many of the medicines which are used to cure these diseases are obtained from plants itself, are obtained from plants, are obtained from plants. Further, these medicines from plants are very reliable because of their low propensity for side effects and also less toxicity on humans. Indian medicine plants are the essence of Ayurveda and Ayurvedic treatment. And if used properly with basic principles, they produce miraculous effects. Their role cannot be confined to a mere curative of disease, but they also use being of human body. So which are some of the plants which are used as medicine? Drumstick leaves, hummingbird tree leaves, radish leaves, spinach, Indian spinach, mint leaves, little hogweed leaves, amaranthus, green amaranthus, plain amaranth. So these are some of the plants which are used as medicine. Some of the plants which are used as medicine. Some of the plants which are used as medicine. Next we will start with uses of animals. Uses of animals. Use of animals. Food. First, the most important use of animal is as a food only. Even plants also, but animal more, because we eat meat and all. Some food produced from the flesh under mamsa, flesh or internal organs. Animals are beef, lamb, pork and mutton, chicken and fish, heart, liver, kidney, brains also eaten. So these are some of the kinds of animals which are eaten as food. And chicken and fish, white meat, so pork and mutton, red meat, and their organs. Most of these food come from farmed animals. They are raised until they reach a target weight, then they are slaughtered and butchered for us to buy, cook and eat. Some animals like kangaroo and most fish are killed, caught in their natural environment. Other animal foods such as eggs, milk, honey are produced by animal over their lifetimes. So these animals are carefully farmed and raised only for the purpose of meat. Once they reach their target weight and size, they are slaughtered, killed, butchered, cut up for us to buy, cook and eat. Some animals like kangaroo and most fish are killed or caught in their natural environment. Other animal food such as egg, milk, honey are all produced by animal over the life. Food from animal source are high in protein. They are usually high in fat. Vitamin B12, vitamin D also are present in many animal food. These vitamins are not found in plant foods. So vitamin B and vitamin D are found only in animal foods. They cannot be obtained by plant food. These are some of the food which are obtained from plants, which are obtained from the plants. Are obtained from the plants. Next, about clothes. Next, I will talk about clothes.